Hashtag LD. There you go.
Gym boys.
We've got Jimmy Ho in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Merlini and Jimmy over on the analysis side. DeMoN, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? Just chilling.
Just chilling?
Glad you're so flipping cool with these sunglasses. Oh my gosh.
I'll take them off, man. Just, I don't know. Is my mic working, guys?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. I hope so. Man. That'd be pretty
You
embarrassing.
become like full rock stars. Like, my mind working. Like, what's the deal?
Is this thing on, guys?
Yeah. Okay,
So,
what's up, man?
Jimmy, you've been all over the place recently. Monster Invitational is still a hot topic. Talk to us about it. You were the stand-in for Cloud9, second place.
Oh boy.
Well fought.
Well, what do you want me to say, man? Like, Arteezy's too great. You got the A God. Of course, he was gonna win on their championship, 100% win or LAN win rate.
Yeah.
You nervous?
No, I'm not nervous, dude.
You just sad over your loss.
I just think about it.
Yeah.
It's depressing, man. Wanted to win, but
Yeah.
unfortunately wouldn't get our. I actually did not like the format this time around. I mean, we went through the winner bracket, and they came through the loser bracket. We should have had a 1-0 lead, but I mean, like, they did tell us beforehand. I mean, if they told us after, then it wouldn't be fair. But they did tell us beforehand, and I mean, like, all in all, like, we played bad at the end, and they were the better team.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that format? Do you think winners should always have an advantage?
I believe so, yeah. Except
T.I.
for,
does that
except for Ti.
See, I want to make like the grand finals like epic as possible. So I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
So, how was the event overall, though? South by Southwest, was it fun interacting with the fans, the LAN itself? Pretty cool?
It was really unfortunate because during the finals, like, I guess it ran by really late, and South by Southwest, they ended up closing down, and we had like a huge line of fans, and the fact that the event had to close, they were kicking all the fans out, and we had to clean up. We had to do a little, after we finished the award ceremony, like, it was okay for the fans to watch, but as we were packing, like, everyone wanted autographs, and the fact that, like, they were just getting kicked out because the event was closing down, and that was really unfortunate. I feel really bad about that, and you know, that's like probably one of my favorite parts about traveling, taking pictures, interacting with the fans, signing autographs, and
Yeah.
It's one of the things you do like better than most players. I mean, sure, it's partly marketing yourself, but you actually like on your stream, you're always interacting with your chat. And I mean, Ben obviously does the same thing. He's got a stream.
No,
but,
Ben ignores his chat.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
But no,
Ben doesn't interact at all.
Your attraction is that you actually like you make memes out of your chat. You're like everyone fucking loves posting these like Jimmy Ho shit. Like,
Jimmy Army.
I don't know. I guess
DeMoN
so.
Army, exactly.
DeMoN
Like
Army.
There's the whole thing. Hashtag DeMoN Army. Like,
Hashtag hard work. Hashtag dedication.
Dedication, man.
Yeah. At the gym. Well, very exciting. How was it standing in with Cloud9? Do you like playing with those guys? Are they a fun group?
Yeah, definitely. They really impressed me. I mean, since Arteezy actually ran for Speed Gaming at the time at MLG, he told me how legit Pi was, and I honestly thought their whole team was kind of ass. But I mean, like, my first impression was when AUI stood in at D2L, and I played with him, and I built a lot of respect towards him and how he really thought about the game, how he played in general, and he's a really solid player. And from there, it's just like, I don't know, I thought AUI was legit, but I was kind of questioning the rest of the team. And then when it came down to South by Southwest, we played, they were just talking about the game, we were practicing a bit, and I was like, damn, Pi's actually really legit. Like Artur would always, like, he'd praise him the most, and especially in terms of his leadership and then how he just thinks about the game. And the fact that, like, when I initially started playing with them, like in a couple matches and scrims, like I started throwing, of course. I mean, it's all it's all natural. And then, like, I felt really bad for like Envy because, like, I would make a really bad play and then Envy would follow up and die, and then it's like he'd be like, Envy, what the fuck are you doing? And like in my head I was like, this is my fault, but he doesn't want to, because he doesn't know me well enough to actually yell at me.
Right.
So
do you come out and say it, or do you like let Envy think it's his fault?
I let it go. What do you want me to say? But I guess, like, I felt really bad, like, especially after the game. He'd start yelling. I'm like, no, it's my fault. Like, and then Pi would try to justify it's like it's Envy's fault. I was like, no, it's my fault. And like I try to take full blame of it after the game because there's no point in arguing during the game because it's gonna create a bad atmosphere. And like that really motivated me to play my best, try my best every single game, because seeing the fact that, like, whenever I saw Pi emo, like, it hurt me emotionally. And so
does it compare to any of your past teams playing with Cloud9, like as far as being a part of a team, like when you were
I have to say, like, Cloud9 is probably the best team I've ever played with. And
what about like even back like during the first international when you're playing with MYM, like because you're actually, I guess, a permanent member of the team.
It was a lot. You can say it was a lot different during that time. Like, the game was a lot different. How it was a lot based off much more off individual skill, and at this very moment, it's more of a team kind of thing. And just the way that they think about the game. I mean, you have like Envy and AUI, like they have like the nerdiest players, and they're just. I mean, it's in the way that I'm saying it's kind of like a flame, but like I'm doing it out of like respect, and I really love the way that they think about the game. And like I said, they're probably the best team I've ever played with.
Okay.
Wow.
How does it? Well, I guess the segue to our next topic. Like you're now playing sometimes with Team Dog. Obviously, that's not going to compare to Cloud9. It seems a much more casual,
When
laid
Fog
back.
isn't casting, at least.
I don't,
Sometimes standing, sometimes playing.
I don't even know, man. Like they've been practicing. I haven't even played with them for like the past 5 days now.
Okay.
And
You've had internet issues though.
No, I have it fixed. I told them, and I woke up. I woke up before everyone. I joined the game, and I was like, I guess I'm an observer, guys. And so other than
Official
that,
6th man then.
I'm the 6th guy.
Who's replaced you now? Who's the?
It's MSS, Fogged, Smug, PJ, and Misery.
Okay.
Has Mason even officially played a match with you guys?
No, I mean the thing is, like initially he actually wanted to play with us, but the fact that I asked him a little too late, and
Is he on another team?
no, he's not on another team. He's just other obligation, work, school, or something. Like he was kind of being secretive about it, so I think it's personal issues, but other than that, I have no idea. And he told me like, if I can commit again, he'll let me know. But other than that, like I really wish he could during the time when I wanted him, but it was just wrong time, I guess. Wrong times.
So Andrew and I always call something that you do classic Jimmy. Classic Jimmy plays inside games.
Oh boy, man, I don't know.
We have a new term for it.
Yeah,
Andrew.
we're trying to push you into the spotlight even more. Anytime someone does something extra finesse, something super unnecessary, rather silly,
Okay.
classic Jimmy play right there.
How about my performance at South by Southwest, man? Are you kidding me?
No,
Yeah.
no. You have
There's
good-
what's a classic Jimmy there, man?
no, I'm not saying you always do it. I'm
That's
just
a
saying
throw. That's a direct flame, man.
I'm just saying
it's
there
a
are plays where you have classic
complimentary.
Jimmy. There was one time there was like you were a bat rider and you just like lassoed someone off on a cliff and you just left him there to die, even though you.
No,
could've-
then you flame broke him down so you could get the one last hit when he was on the low ground. Classic Jimmy play, man. You could have just killed him, but instead you had to pull him up and bring him back down. The whole roller coaster with the psyche.
It's because think about how they're thinking. It's like, help me, guys, I'm stuck, and just like he's just calm. It's just.
See, that's the classic Jimmy play right there.
You're just the puppet master, like mastering all over them. And
Yeah, or like you're a pup, you're like trying to mess around with someone with like 10 HP and you just let him live for like 20 seconds and just like face shifting and just chasing them.
What do you
and
want me?
then
What do you
you
want
like
me to do?
fake attack them too. That's something you would
No,
definitely do.
I don't do that. Like with Cloud9, I don't do that, man.
No,
That's a,
no.
no,
No,
that-
we're not
no,
talking
legit-
about Cloud9. We're talking about like Team Dog.
so you're saying Team Dog's not a real team then?
No, it's not. No,
his attitude changes in between the two.
No,
teams.
it's not like Dog is actually a group of players. It's not necessarily a team. It's a group of friends or players that are just playing together, and we're trying to see to see if it can work as a team. And right now, like Piket's developing into the new Pilai Dai, and think about like his role. He switched from a mid player to carry player, and now to a support captain, and he's doing quite fine.
Okay. Do you think he will
He has a-
gradually develop and reach that kind of level where he can
I
captain a
think-
top tier team?
I think he has a huge potential, but I think he also needs maybe a bit of guidance in a sense. But I mean, for the most part, he's doing things correctly. He's doing things correctly. I mean, he goes really emo when I start throwing. It's just like I make bad plays. Like, Jimmy, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't need to make these silly, stupid plays. Play like a team. Just play normal, play casual. You don't need to make all these flashy plays. And just, I mean, like, it's like, how many times
Classic Jimmy.
you've been on multiple teams? How many times has this team, that team has told you this? And it's just head already. And it's just, he teaches me a lot. I mean,
Trying to make you into a changed man.
yeah. I mean, he's helping me. I mean, it's.
Sounds like you're an addict or something.
I'm addicted to throwing.
Well, it's the
Like
fact.
you go like 2 weeks without throwing, you just start getting cravings, getting itch. You gotta
It's the
put it
fact,
out
like
throwing.
when you do something for so long, it's so hard to get it out of your system. And like I'm actually developing. I'm developing into the player that I finally like wanting to be for quite some time now, and I'm actually proud of myself and how
Proud
far.
of you too.
Oh, thanks, dude. And how far I've gotten to. Like, I think I'm really maturing through all of this, especially through after the EG times, getting booted and working myself all the way back up again.
Yeah, it's very impressive that you've taken 2 second-place finishes as a stand-in. So,
yeah, dude. I mean, I wish at least one, but...
He's taking the Nexon sponsorship league.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was that?
True.
What was Korea like?
Yeah.
1 first and 2 seconds.
it was amazing.
A lot of Korean girls?
Yeah.
Oh!
No,
Asking the hard questions here. The fact there wasn't a no.
well, yeah, I mean, of course, you have your Korean fans, and
Of course, yeah. You gotta.
well, of course. I mean, what do you want me
I
to
don't have
say?
some Korean fans.
Well,
Yeah.
you're, I don't know, no comment, man. But yeah, no, Korea was actually awesome. Like, I hated the food initially. It's just like, I don't know. I was like, every time we had like a maid and she'd cook, I was like, what is this? It looked like dog or something, like some sort of like, I don't even know what kind of animal. And like,
Is that why you named your team?
yeah, no, that was PJ in Misery, and then everything would be served with kimchi, and I don't know. It just, eventually I adapted to the food, adapted to the culture, and everything was all Gucci from there.
Cool. Well, that sounds like fun. So I think it's time to press forward here. We've got a little bit of fun planned for Merlini and Jimmy over there on the analyst side of the desk. We've got our first segment called Draft or Shaft. So in this segment, Gods and myself will say a singleton hero, and those two will have about 30 to 60 seconds to talk about the hero and then ultimately decide on whether it's a hero they would shaft or a hero that they would draft. And obviously it's subjective based on lineups, but these heroes are a little bit interesting, and the goal is for you guys to hopefully disagree on some of these hero picks a little bit. So get your drafter hats on.
I'm so
Flamethrowers ready.
Flamethrowers ready.
I'm so ass at this, but let's do this.
All right.
Throw this one, Jimmy.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
don't throw.
I'll try my best, guys.
All right. You guys ready? Fan
Yes,
favorite.
sir.
Hero number 1, Morphling. Shaft or
that
draft?
shit out of here. I hate that hero.
Why?
Why? He takes too long to ramp up. I think he needs 2 items to be useful.
I think you're just ass at him.
He's
Remember?
also a slow farmer,
Okay.
and he's not good in tri lanes. I think he's
Okay.
good in the solo mid roll, sometimes carry safe lane if he's in a one-on-one matchup or if he has an easy lane.
I mean, for the most part, I believe at this current metagame, he's fine, completely fine as a mid hero. I mean, how are you gonna ever kill him?
Oh, I think he's great as a mid hero. I think he's just terrible in try on try, which is where most of the
Why
time
did you
he's
shaft
run.
him then?
Because that's where most of the time he's seen in competitive.
So I mean, there's potentially he can be
Yeah,
he can still
potentially
be
he's okay.
safe lane. I mean, like think about if he's.
If I had to lean one side draft or shaft, I would say shaft because most teams think he's the tri-lane Onage hero. But as a mid hero, I think he's good.
Okay, well then I agree with
Okay.
that. Then.
How do you explain that 43% win rate, Jimmy, if he's so good?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just.
Arteezy hasn't played him enough.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta agree. Arteezy hasn't played him enough. It's just all those like players like I don't know.
Like,
let's get those names.
there was an S David there. I heard an
no,
S.
no shots, dude.
Um,
Fear.
shots.
I don't know, man.
That does not start with an S.
Next.
All right, next up, Terrorblade.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he's
like-
got-
you like
no,
him.
no, I want to hear your thoughts, man.
You changed my mind on him.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I thought.
He can
dude.
draft.
Yeah.
He's, draft.
Really?
He's decent in a tri lane. He can
And-
carry hard, and he's good at split pushing, and he's decent at team fight.
He's good at mid too.
He's good at mid too. He's
He
okay.
can. He can still. No, he's good. He's awesome.
okay.
How? How is he okay?
His
He can.
range-
He has like a 50% slow. His Metamorphosis, you get like 20 damage, and you. I mean, I don't activate it till like level 3, and once you use it level 3, you can most likely solo kill mid hero like a Shadow Fiend.
The range is pathetic on his nuke. He's not very good with bottle, which I usually think
It's
is
decent.
It's okay.
You just haven't seen me playing enough.
I have
all.
not seen you play it. I've seen you play
proven
carry,
you
and
can.
you've traded.
You were flaming the crap out of you, like it's useless. Because you've seen all these other public players, and then when you saw the master play,
I have not seen the mid terrible.
Let's
I've not seen
End of the
you
show.
play mid.
1v1 mid, Terrorblade
That doesn't.
with Shadow
That doesn't.
Fiend.
That doesn't. I don't want to embarrass you, man.
Do you think you can be a Terrorblade with a Shadow Fiend?
Yeah. Oh,
No, does Ben think you can?
Apparently he can. I don't know. I've never played the matchup. I've never seen any good successful Terrorblades vids unless they get massive bases.
I
So
do
don't
this
know.
on stream right now with like the 7,000 viewers, man.
Dude, Ben's dodging.
Fuck the segment. Fuck the
enough.
segment. Load up Dota 2,
Why would I
guys.
even play?
Huh? Well, I'm
Seems like
that's
a
how
good way.
confident because Shadow Fiend he has no damage. I mean, Terrorblade he already has like a huge base damage. Like what?
Shadow Fiend's not that great of a mid though. He's okay.
Not like oh my god, dude.
What?
Our stuff is great
okay.
too. He's good. Oh my god.
He's
man.
decent. He's
Well,
alright.
Okay.
Let's just say Shadow Fiend's the next hero. You guys can keep on this momentum. I like it.
Shadow Fiend, he's good.
you just said he's okay.
He's a good hero.
Oh
He's not
my
the
God.
best solo mid.
He's really
He doesn't
he's
have
strong.
any escape mechanism. He can be shut down very, very early.
Do you know what map awareness is? Well, I mean, that's what you're saying. He has no escape mechanism. Do you know what map awareness
He
is?
doesn't. You can't always prepare for a smoke gank.
You can if you know they're missing on the map.
Well, this is
You estimate.
number one King Shadow Fiend player in the world.
No,
so.
that goes to
can't.
our TZ man, because I don't know, dude.
Demon's addiction goes beyond throwing. There's also an addiction to throwing shots
Nope.
as well.
My stuff is kind of legit, but I mean, like,
He's all right. It's okay.
Our next hero, another hero not in captain's mode yet, is Phoenix.
Phoenix, he's good.
How good?
Good enough.
It's shaft or draft Merlini.
Yeah.
Definitely draft.
Definitely.
hard to say. I guess draft. I mean, my thoughts on it is too hard to say. I mean, the best I've seen is probably Bulba messing games with them, and I think
Yes, Bulba's
yeah,
the Phoenix is legit.
yeah, it's really legit. But other than that, I haven't seen any other Phoenixes that's really impressed me. So I mean, I'll just say draft, but I mean,
Okay.
can't give much of a
Here's
thought.
one we've seen make a resurgence. How about the old Dwarven Sniper?
Shaft.
All right.
Shaft.
go.
All right, how about Axe?
Axe.
Situational.
Yeah.
So I'd say
I would say draft.
Draft.
Yeah, as long as it's not Dread playing the Axe.
Yeah.
Or Puppy. Did you see that Puppy video where he's just like jungling, he didn't spin, and he ended up dying? Puppy then.
He's situational.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
very situational.
Tinker.
Tinker? Tinker's good.
Yeah, Tinker's legit.
Tinker's legit.
Draft.
Man. Dro
Definitely.
Ranger.
Draw Ranger. As long as Arteezy is not playing it, then definitely draft. Otherwise,
I don't know. I say Shaft. I don't really like the hero that much. She's
really?
she's okay.
You see Envy's draft is pretty ass too.
It's too easy to get rid of marksmanship. It's the only reason why I don't like her. Like,
Yeah. How
think
about that
it-
new silence though? The pushback. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's
if you
alright.
think against Furion,
She's decent. I used to be like, oh my god, she's the worst hero, but she's rised up in the ranks a little bit.
Okay. How about Centaur?
No.
No, yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I've seen the Chinese really play it. I mean, as far as I've seen, like, the Chinese play him the best right now, and ROTK Centaur's
I
pretty
saw
legit.
like a legit Centaur a long time ago, but recent months, nothing's.
It's
even,
because
like-
people actually often think like
Yeah.
you're supposed to initiate with Stampede, but I think it's best when you use it during a team fight or when they're already being initiated already. I mean, what's the point of initiating with Stampede? Because they're just gonna back off and you're wasting your spell. I mean, you're supposed to use it for kiting around, slowing them.
Yeah,
doing
I think
damage.
he'll have his time maybe in the future, but right now he's a Shaft until people know how to play him.
Okay.
Teams figure out
I
how
can
to-
somewhat agree, but China Centaur, best Centaur.
Yeah, I haven't seen a China Centaur in a long time.
The draft.
One last hero that I want to ask about. I'm
Okay.
ignoring your list. Ben.
Go for it.
not
Yeah,
Ben,
no.
Andrew. Zeus.
Zeus, he's
Is there anything you got
draftable
here?
in some lineups.
Just because you got a triple kill
He's
once
okay.
upon a time in a
No,
pub
it's like
match.
AA is pretty popular right now. Nature's
it is
Prophet's still
legit.
popular. You can use him like some.
I think it's very, very situational.
It's very, very
but-
situational. Yeah, like 1 out of like, I don't know, 50 games.
Merlini Zeus, Merlini
I hate you.
Zeus.
I hate you sometimes.
Do you remember that moment when you got that triple kill?
I didn't even really think twice about it.
Just happened.
It's just, I mean, I'm always like
just
focusing
a
on the
pub
game. I'm
game.
not like,
Too
oh
cool
my
for school over
god, tell me
here."
how good I am. Bask in my glory. I'm just like, I want to win the game.
Is Jimmy like that?
All business.
Not anymore, not anymore.
No, sometimes he's like, look at me, guys, look at me. And he's like that sometimes.
Well, that's in my like pub games, but like in matches, I'm like really serious. It's like
Unless you're already winning by a large
no,
margin.
not anymore. Like you look at
You
Sing,
used to be.
look at yeah, I know it used to be, but I've grown up. But look at Sing Sing. Like Sing Sing is like one of the most. I respect him so much more. Like actually, after playing with him, I mean, you look at his stream and everyone thinks like he's the most non-serious player. He's the clowniest guy. I thought of him like imagine in matches like he'd be annoying with his like whatever he does on the streams. But in reality, it's just when you're actually practicing, he's one of the most like dedicated players on the team. So
Okay.
shout out to him.
Cool.
Yeah. So this doesn't fit in the format of the draft or shaft, but I'm curious, who would you rate as the absolute worst hero in Captain's Mode, Jimmy? The definition of dumpster tier. Arlene, you're up next.
Dude,
I already have mine.
I know.
you go first. I'm just.
Spirit Breaker.
Oh yeah, Spirit Breaker is pretty ass now. I need a list.
Some people say Bloodseeker, some people say Huskar.
Huskar's kind of okay.
Yeah, I thought
Huskar's
Huskar was
in
okay
Captain's
too.
Mode again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Huskar
He's
was okay.
terrible, though. Nobody picks
He's
him.
okay with like Dazzle, Abaddon, some sort of
Yeah.
preventative thing.
If he has 2 healers that can babysit him, he can do okay. The definition of a hero that's okay, I guess.
He's okay.
I was just agree with Spirit Breaker. I don't have the list right now.
Spirit Breaker.
Think
All
about
right,
top
fair
of-
enough.
Well, in the spirit of draft or shaft, we've got one last question, and it's not a hero.
Okay.
This segment when we bring back in future shows, do we draft or shaft the name draft or shaft? We're going full meta here. Do we keep it or do we shaft it?
Shaft.
Shaft.
Fuck you guys.
Jesus. Okay.
What
All
do we got
That
then?
is-
yeah.
Some suggestions. What do we go for instead?
Open to suggestions. Open up the Twitter lines.
Yeah.
See what people think about next time when we do
If I could
the.
have thought of a better one, it wouldn't be. We wouldn't be doing
I have
this right now.
I would like to propose a worse hero than Spirit Breaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Broodmother.
Well, Broodmother's
not a
legit.
CM.
That's true.
It was in the context of CM to be fair gods, but
Broodmother's decent. I think he's definitely better than Spirit Breaker.
New Broodmother's pretty bad. I don't know.
I think he's better than Spirit Breaker. What do you think,
Okay.
Jimmy?
What?
Broodmother's,
Broodmother's legit, dude. I'm trying to look at the hero.
Broodmother's legit.
Huh?
Broodmother's legit.
Well,
Broodmother's legit. That's what he said.
Yeah, Broodmother's legit, man.
She's okay. She's
I'm
not
trying.
bad.
I'm trying to look at the
She's
heroes
like
right
4
now.
out of 10. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty generous.
We haven't seen Broodmother players that can play Broodmother.
Yeah, it is Spirit Breaker, man. He's so
Spirit
useless.
Breaker.
He just doesn't do anything. I don't know. Bloodseeker, is it a close second? How bad is Bloodseeker right now?
Yeah, Bloodseeker's pretty ass too.
Bloodseeker
They're
has
both
that,
like equal.
1 in 100 games where he's like okay against like Slack because his Bloodthirst can negate Slack's
Yeah.
regen.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker though is
Spirit Breaker is like
just
when-
not used.
At least he has a silence too. That's like a little bit of utility.
Yeah.
Spirit Breaker's utility is suicide, charge in and YOLO.
No, it's just the huge nerf on his ultimate. It's like,
Yeah.
I think if you fog it, like it goes on cooldown. I don't know if it does that.
It used to.
Oh
Not
yeah.
anymore.
Okay, I was like, oh man, that was so bad. But
Yeah.
yeah, his new ulti is really bad now.
Well, that brings us to the close of our third part here. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us in the studio. It's a pleasure to have you here for the premiere.
We need to go work out together. Man.
Yeah, man, we've been hitting the gym.
Yo, I'm down to go again, dude.
This is why you wear the shirt. Show these biceps off. You
wearing the
you
shirt.
can give one good look for the camera.
He's wearing the shirt for this logo in front of him. What is any plugs as I imagine you may have?
Yeah,
Nah, no plugs.
No?
Shout out to my fans.
that's
And
it.
thank you everyone for supporting me, and thank you guys for having me on here.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I know your time is valuable, so we do appreciate it. Good luck to Team Dog in your future endeavors. And guys, coming up next, we've got our third guest. We have Fear coming on to talk about free-to-play and talk about
Does Jimmy get to talk to
his
him?
first LAN win.
No, Jimmy's out of here.
Undecided,
There's
but
too much
it's,
tension there.
yeah,
maybe.
we're
No,
a little-
it's all in good fun though.
All right,
all-
you
all
can stay
good
on
fun.
there.
If you want,
Alright.
up to you guys.
I'm fine.
We'll
With
talk about
well,
it
up
during
to
the
the-
break here,
okay.
and we'll come back. We'll leave it hanging in mystery. Will Jimmy be on for the Fear interview? The world may never know.
Tweet to be on the summit.
Yeah, tweet at us, guys. We'll be coming back here after this short break.